FRB versus anything. Monika versus JustGamer. Begin.
Hold on. I know this isn't the matchup you all really wanted for Gamer, and since I aim to make everyone happy, I'm willing to sit this one out and change the code to make this battle what you all want. Give me a sec to rework this here. Alright, let's see how this goes.
FRB versus anything. JustGamer versus Junko Enoshima. Begin.
Miss Enoshima discovers her opponent, and it's some lowly child trying to topple me, who seems to be what would happen if the ultimate imposter was feebly copying Benny. Though he lacks a talent and attempts to cover it up with tons of cheap puns in his lines. But I'll show him the true power of despair when
it's punishment time!
If any of your friends staying oh so lonely can't deal with real drama, so you become a phony. Cause you know being a crew server so fucking nosy, you can't beat me when you know a flow. How can you possibly hope to defeat me when you can't even take control of DRB? My victory is already set in motion. But I'm used to crushing gamers as Chiaki.
Before I begin, remind me which version of you I'm against. It's all such a blur. The psycho that wanted to lose her mind, or the sister profusely defends her. It's no wonder you're obsessed with brainwashing. Your mind is tainted with pain and the world in despair, but you're far from right. There wasn't black and white unless discussing the lives stolen by your plush bear. In your story you get crushed, that was your defeat. But in real life you get crushed by masochistic weebs. And just a simple tip between you and me, I'd advise against calling your own fans creepy. In a rap battle, JustGamer's got the rhymes to leave you dismantled again, blinded without eyes. This fashionista tried to put the hot and psychotic, but the fans of your fame out cold. How ironic.
I can sense your overwhelming sense of hope because it's doing nothing to leave me amused. You remind me of me, that I'm spending precious time on editing projects, leaving yourself abused. Oh, you probably even toned down my lines. You're already scared of girls. Such a waste of space. Going face to face against this disgrace has you wishing your writing would fucking change its pace.
It makes sense that you battled Harley Quinn. I say that you're both fucking clowns. This master coder will overload her. Take her program and shut it down. And it's no surprise this battle leaves you bored. You face mass destruction with emotional numbness. With all the personalities you got across the board, you turn DID to despair-infused dumbness.
This routes are bombing worse than Hope's Peak Academy, I'll have you know.
Even for a guy who can't swim, it seems too easy to drown you in flow.
Too lazy to execute your own plans. You use child suicides to make a difference. But you got one thing right. Your birth was the biggest, most atrocious incident.
JustGamer's getting his just desserts versus sweet they'd kill like a chocolate allergy. You're just another newcomer who grew an ego after getting a single compliment from Eddie FRB. Go back to picking arguments with side too. Well, this time you never grown to be less mean. Kissing creators' asses with compliments to climb up to the top like yes, queen! But you started off as someone who unsurprisingly came out of the ERB Reddit, who can't even handle one series at a time and give the DRB crew their proper credit. The members of the Ultimate Despair couldn't bear to survive once I was gone, but every team you've been in doesn't really need you.
No, that's wrong! Even during your childhood, you didn't belong anywhere. The tragedy was your only purpose. An entire modeling career ahead of you, yet you decided to render it worthless. You became obsessed with the boy who you thought understood you like no other. Then you grieved your sandcastle just to prevent from grieving over his mother. Now he's dead by your hands no less, but you can never run a plan all on your own. For instance, to your biggest fan, treat every ally like a stepping stone. Tell crime putting a stop to this joke. But the matchup and the ultimate nihilist. I know you probably enjoyed losing, but sorry Junko, I'm finally ending this. Who won? Who's next? You decide.